Morning. I just met with Craig Fugate, who's the administrator of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. The issue at hand was the decision of FEMA announced over the weekend that the tornado damage which occurred in southern Illinois a few days ago would not qualify as a federal disaster. I have visited the scene. I was there just a few days afterwards. I have never seen this level of tornado devastation. 7 people lost their lives. Hundreds were displaced from their homes, and the damage was at a level that I've never seen before. It's an indication to me and to most that this should qualify as a federal disaster. So we brought in Craig Fugate and said, what happened here? And he said, we need more information to back it up if we're going to make a federal declaration. And they contacted yesterday, FEMA contacted yesterday, the state of Illinois, that is starting to work through the specific elements that would qualify this as a federal disaster. Here's the problem we ran into. FEMA showed up 5 days after the event. We were applauding their quick response. But 5 days after the event, there's still a lot of unknowns. How bad is the damage in a house? Whatever happened to the people who were there? Was this a dwelling with 2 people, 2 families living there, or 1? All of these specifics take some time to gather and put together. There's also some general information about the area. You can look at the state of Illinois' unemployment rate and poverty rate and draw some general conclusions, but if you assume it applies to every corner of the state, it's not true. In fact, in southern Illinois, which went through flooding last year and has historically had economic challenges, some of these issues are much different than they are in other parts of the state. So we're zeroing in on specific information about this region of our state, Saline and Gallatin County, to find out if they do qualify for federal assistance. So here's where we stand. At this point, John Munkin, who was on the call from the Illinois Emergency Management Agency, has a team on the ground working with local officials. They are adding to, revising, and supplementing the initial submission that was given to FEMA. They are working with federal employees through Region 5 of FEMA. Andrew Velasquez from Chicago is sending down his people. We have a coordinated federal, state, and local effort. John Munkin, I asked him, told me the reasonable timeline for the state to resubmit their application for federal disaster is a matter of days. And then I asked Craig Fugate, and how quickly will you respond? He said, we think in 48 hours we can tell you whether it's a federally declared area or not. I'm confident at the end of the day that the people in southern Illinois are going to get the assistance which they need from Washington. I am hoping that we can move on this as quickly as possible. We're going to play by the rules, and following the rules, I have no doubt at the end of the day, we're going to have this declared a federal disaster area.